Hello everybody, welcome back to another election video. So this is just my reaction after the first debate. I saw it yesterday, and yeah, Biden pretty much lost that debate. He really underperformed. Big reason was probably due to that cold. He had a pretty nasty cough, so that definitely dragged him down a bit. But he really underperformed expectations. The bar was already pretty low for him, and he went below that. So he pretty much had the worst performance he could have had there. And he really needed to win this debate because right now, Trump's a clear favorite to win. I would put Trump's odds at winning at a 65% chance at this point after that first debate. Trump probably gained a point or two from his performance in that debate. And honestly, it was more so that Biden lost the debate than Trump won it. Just Trump told a whole lot of lies during the debate. That's just true. You could just research that. He totally did. Biden just didn't call it out enough, and that's a reason Trump emerged as a victor there. And Trump totally won the debate, by the way. The CNN poll afterwards had Trump at a 67% uh, winner from that debate. So it's to the point where even the New York Times editorials board is calling for Biden to drop out of the race. I think like the Wall Street Journal also did, I believe. But yeah, afterwards, CNN and MSNBC, they even said that Biden should consider dropping out of the race at this point. So it's getting that bad for Biden. And we could even see the Polymarket tab here too. And I'll show you the betting markets and how much this race has basically shifted. So if Polymarket would load, that'd be pretty cool. Let's just check predicted for now. But the predicted price is less bad than the Polymarket price. Now, Polymarket only has Biden as a 22% chance. Newsom rised a lot. I think he would probably be a good replacement. And honestly, I do think Biden probably should drop out and let Newsom or Harris. Even though Harris is more unpopular than Biden, VP is kind of like a hard role to really boost your favorability rating. So honestly, you might want to take a chance at rolling the dice on Harris rather than Biden at this point, because I just think Biden's stuck in a real tough situation right now. Because currently he was tied with Trump before, and he barely making any ground after the conviction, only getting a 1% boost. And honestly, Newsom, he would be a good option, but I think the best option would be Gretchen Whitmer, but she's not on the Polymarket list. But let's check predict it. So in the Democratic nomination, Biden has increased a bit from today, but Newsom, just take a look at the chart here, how much he gained after that debate. But you could tell within like the first 10 minutes that Biden lost that debate, in my opinion. And I was already like feeling the vibes of that debate as I was watching. I was like, ugh, he's not doing too good. But yeah, currently Trump remains a pretty big favorite after that first debate. He did exceed my expectations. I was expecting him to interrupt more, but luckily for Trump, he pulled back that personality that he had in the first debate against Biden back in 2020, where he kept interrupting. He learned his lesson after that. So in a big way, Biden has lost a lot of ground afterwards. I mean, even in a New Jersey poll, I know it's a really bad pollster, but still, a New Jersey poll shows Trump up by 1 here. And Coefficient's a terrible pollster, by the way. 2022, they were completely garbage. But even looking at Emerson, this is only a 7-point lead for Biden in the state of New Jersey. Even 538 has moved it to likely Democratic. Decision Desk even, really? Wow. So Biden's starting to struggle in a lot of states. Even New Jersey struggling in. Even in New York, I covered this before. He was only up by 8 percentage points here. So how did the first debate affect the presidential map? And we're just going to get into it right here. So I'm just going to fill in the safe blue states and the safe red states. But again, I expect Trump to gain a point or two after this debate. Or we already saw some post-debate polls today that showed Trump gaining afterwards. So again, it's looking pretty bleak for Biden at this point. It's looking like he's struggling in a lot of these states at this point. But let's just get into it. So starting off, I would probably demote Colorado from safe blue to likely blue because I think that first debate would probably hurt him a little bit. He only carries it by about 9. Mexico would keep the same. Even New Jersey would put as likely blue at this point because, again, that Emerson poll showed it as a 7-point lead. Biden probably is only ahead here by 9 at this point. He seems to be struggling everywhere, and that first debate probably definitely hurts him in a lot of these states, especially in the swing states. I think Trump would end up just sweeping them at this point. The only swing state I could see Biden getting is Michigan. I still think he would grab that, but Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, I think these states will just further go into the Trump camp here, while Minnesota, Virginia remain as lean blue states. Biden would also still get New Hampshire and Maine. But pretty much Trump, he's in striking distance of even winning Michigan, and that would be higher than his 2016 electoral college victory. So honestly, at this point, I think Biden probably should drop out and let some other Democrat take over, because I don't know how you come back from this. That was a terrible first debate performance. He did really badly in the first half and did a little bit better in the second half, but that still wasn't enough. He just looked old and confused in that debate. He is 81 years old, and Trump's not much younger. He is 78, but it looked like a decade. Uh, Trump looked like a decade younger than Biden in that debate. So, again, that was a really bad look to a lot of undecided voters. And we even seen that in some focus groups where they didn't view Biden so favorably after that first debate. He didn't really do a good enough job there of representing his positions. So, yeah, it's tough to see a path forward for Biden. I think it might only get worse for him. I mean, maybe that sentencing could change some things, but I think it's just probably going to be house arrest at the same time. And I don't really think that would really affect the race that much. Trump wouldn't be able to do his rallies, but I really don't think rallies equal votes. So I don't really think that matters. Because again, the people who go to like rallies typically are already a big fan of that politician. So I don't really think that generates much votes, honestly. It probably helps a little bit to visit some of these states, but I don't really think it helps massively here. But so far, Biden's in a really, really bad spot. That first debate made it so much worse. Honestly, he should have just said at the beginning of the debate he had a cold. I don't know why he didn't do that. But yeah, Biden's in a really bad spot, and it's probably just going to get a bit worse from here for him here on out. I don't know how he fixes this because the next debate's in September, so we have, let's see here, pretty much 2 months, 2.5 months in between here where Trump could build on that lead, and it's a must-win debate for Biden in September. If he doesn't win that, it's basically Joever for him. But that's just my reaction after the first debate. Biden lost in a pretty big way. Trump, even though he lied a lot, he won that debate. Just he had good attack lines on Biden throughout it. But that's just my current take here. Trump's emerged as the favorite in the presidential race, a clear favorite. Biden's now the underdog as an incumbent president. And it could even get worse for Biden going on from here. Maybe even New York could go to likely blue, but there's no. I still have heavy doubts because I think New York City will still come out for the Democrats here to keep the state as safe blue. So far, I have Biden winning New York by 13. New Jersey, he wins it by 9. But I don't know what other states could go to likely blue here. How could it get any worse for Biden? Him being behind in Minnesota, Michigan, and Virginia, that's like the worst case scenario for him. Let me just fix those states back to where they were. But this is just my current electoral map after the first debate and how it shifted. And again, there's not a lot of tilt red states. They solidified into lean red ones. But yeah, Biden losing that first debate definitely hurt him. All the betting markets reflect it. It's going to be pretty tough for him to make a comeback after this point. But you never know. Anything can happen in politics. Other than that, if you're new to this channel, I'd highly recommend subscribing if you like election videos like this one. But let me know down in the comments below, what do you think Biden's best choices here? Is it the dropout or just stay the course? Because I'm thinking it's probably drop out and let someone else take over. Preferably not Harris, because I think she would still lose. Even Whitmer and Newsom would have a better chance, like a way, way better chance. They're much younger and they're actually proven Democratic governors with good approval ratings. But that's just my current take on the election. Thanks for watching.